Hello, streamers. One and all, B and Star, hello. How's that Grimace shake? Is bussin'. It's the best shake I ever had. Oh my god. How are you all? Happy Thor's Day. It's the day of Thor, you see. From Marvel. Marvel's Thor. Not the real one. Y'all see the Mr. Beast thirst trap? Just by the way. He posted it everywhere. He's like, yeah. Yeah, look it up! It's just available on the internet. He's like in his underwear. I'm looking at it right now. It's like a weight loss thing, but like it's also a thirst trap. You know what the secret is? It's the Grimace shake. It's the Grimace. Wow, it's time to start. What? You what? You what, mate? Hello. What do you mean ain't no way? It's true. It's true, all of it. Hello and welcome. It's Thursday. We're starting a new case today. I'm so heckin' dang old excited. Because I love Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney so much. Wow. Yeah, I can't listen. Listen up, everyone. One and all. And then Streamlabs is like, hey, there's merch. There's merch that you definitely want. It's not weird at all. Okay, alright, check it out. Here we go. I'm just gonna load it up. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control. And I think I like it. Oh my goodness. Man, Cozy and I did not. I feel like today we're gonna get going, but Cozy and I like didn't want to get up this morning. We're just like, ugh. We didn't even get to bed late or anything. We were just tired little babies, and we're just like, all right, the fifth and final adventure of this game, of the first game. Let's turn the music off. And let's just jump right into it. There's gonna be plot immediately.
The Hound of the Baskervilles.
We got 10 minutes ago. Hell yeah. Welcome.
It's coming! Sholmes's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistols I cocked it, and I waited, breathlessly, in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared. From the shadows of the cloud, an enormous beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smoldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames.
Ox-sized? That's pretty big.
Its rumbling pant and hideous howl, so terrified was I that I began to tremble with fear. Look well, Wilson, Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. For this is the diabolical Hound of the Baskervilles.
Really? I don't know. I don't know about that. Alright, lowering the volume. Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flat. We finally get a break without any, like, craziness happening. In that disconcerting courtroom experience, we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country. And in Saseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court, which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. Cozy! No, I'm so sorry. Man, yell back at them with your fists. Till it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Knock, knock, knock. Good, Cozy. Oh, it's so quaint now. I love it. They got onions behind me. A little, ooh, it's one of those, like, fancy, ooh, one of those kind of kettles. That morning, I was woken by an unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone... Oh! Bray, hey! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are you? Sasato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Sasato-san? Yes! Is it time to leave for court for already? Hey, Sasato-san, let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning. So shall we go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite? Yes! Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food! I'm good, how are you? I am excellent. I'm a little tired, but I'm very excited to start case number 5. Boop, 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 boop. I started this game 2 years ago. We only recently restarted it. And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form! Hydrate, you got it. Let me see. What case is it today? Here we go again. Is she like... Does she have memory problems? What's happening? Your model is gorgeous, thank you. The telegram? So, what was it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about! Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing. Nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. Ahem. It was just a boring old telegram! That's 3 times now that she's tried and failed to convince me that it was nothing. Susato, more like. Thank you, Cozy. Excuse me. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. Alright, I understand. Saseki-san. Suppose Saseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after that terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. He's a whiner. But by and large, it seems the voyage has been going well. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Well, you're keeping secrets from me. I was just wondering, what might have become of Saseki-san if he had stayed in London, that's all. You mean, as regards Lord Van Zeeks the Reaper? Yes, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled in insignificance to that case. The Reaper. What is it they say? That no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Yes, but at least Saseki-san is out safely in the country now. Safely out of the country now, presumably that means. That the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps. Even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Surely he's not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. Well, hello. No worries. You haven't really missed anything. There's a telegram that we don't know about yet. And that's it.
No, I don't think so. Apparently, Lord Van Zieks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter.
Oh?
Yes, since Oseki-san's trial, he's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems.
Really? Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So it's just me who has had to face him in this recent spate of trials, then? Just my luck.
I wonder if luck doesn't come into it.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, nothing! Never mind!
Okay, let's leave. Let's go to... What can I present to her? I'm presenting it.
It means a great deal to me, you know. You cherish his armband so, and wear it each time you appear in court.
Well, it's very important to me. It's what shows that I'm a lawyer. And whenever I wear it, I feel as though it gives me strength through Kazuma. My best friend, we're just friends. I absolutely can't be without it, especially when I'm at a critical point in trial.
But just the other day, I noticed you wearing it when we went to visit that park.
Sometimes I forget to take it off. Okay, all right. Let's leave. Let's go with the plot. Here we go. It's plot o'clock. I still don't know. I don't really like the voice I gave the little girl. Well, I don't know what other kind of voice to give her.
Morning, Rudo. Morning, Susie.
It's kind of just similar to Sasato.
Good morning, Iris.
Iris?
What is it, Rudo?
What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled.
Ah, yes. You noticed that, did you?
He's just got his, like, gun on him.
Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems.
Char, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Good morning. he's so dramatic. A good morning to die, perhaps. Oh, you noticed that, did you? That's just Cozy being a fussy baby. Something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. The notification didn't go off. Yeah, I wondered if something like that might have happened. Usually there's a few people here right at the start, but it was pretty quiet up until, like, it got time. I made the usual pings and everything, but I feel like maybe Twitch had an issue. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. It's me, Harlock Sholmes. Damn this blanched existence. Ah! That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. Maybe I give Iris that kind of voice. The lumpy space princess voice. Maybe that would be fun.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I kind of did that with Holmes just now, but... Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much trouble.
Meow.
A kitten! A fully polygonal... What is this cat's name? Oh, look, it's... Wagahai? Wagahai? Wagahai. Let me get the notification. Yeah, that's annoying. I'm sorry, everybody. Wish there was more I could do.
Good morning, boy! Meow.
Invisible Shadow Banner. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. Must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. Have you never? It's been 2 months. But how did it get in there? Alright, we're gonna change up her voice. Well then, everyone, it's time for breakfast.
Oh, wonderful! Let me help you, Iris.
It would indeed be a fine day to die. I do something look different. His desk is empty. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, This violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its melosonant tones would make flowers bloom. It would? But now, the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Are you being crazy again?
For hours I have bowed, for days even, though the night I have endeavored, to no avail, through the night. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone. Gone forever! No more recitals of unbridled emotion. Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Harley? I like this better. It's sillier. He's got a lot of everything on the wall, Shark. His walls are covered.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time.
Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man, the next, they unmercifully withdraw it.
Oh, dear.
Ah! Why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have for my violin... What? They take the turn I have for the violin from me. What? What is left, for pity's sake? What is left?
Deduction, perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but... your desk looks rather empty today.
Ah, well done, Miss Sasato. Your observational skills do you credit.
Oh no, Mr. Sholmes, they pale in insignificance when compared to yours.
Like the violin comment was a typo error. I sometimes it's hard to know, like they use so much like old-timey English that like I don't know what's like ye olde English or what, you know what I mean? He needs a case to unwindy. I got like an eyelash like in my eye area. Trying to get it off. Okay, maybe I did it.
You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you?
You mean Hurley's great analytoscope? That's at Windibanks now.
Sorry? It's at a windy bank?
No, you idiot. You stupid. Don't be stupid. The pawnbroker.
What?
That's where they go. They don't go, like, under my eye. Come on now. Come on now. Anyone else notice the skull? Oh, God. He murdered.
You mean you pawned that enormous machine of yours?
It has some considerable value, you see. Quite undeservingly.
But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. I would have gladly passed what little income I have to you.
Dear madam, things are far from desperate.
But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate?
Making use of a pawnbrokery is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you.
It is? It doesn't sound ordinary at all.
It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works.
Oh!
What's to understand exactly? Explain it. How does pawnbroking work, bud? You tell me.
What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works?
To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks.
Banks?
On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to the pawnbroker of their choice. Ashley Oreo, thank you. With the money they receive in turn, they are able to trade happily through the week. And then on Saturdays, they gotta recover their things using the money they've earned.
I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson to us.
She's just so ready to be complimentary. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London. How are you, Ashley? Hello, hello. And they would have money to spare. Should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise. He's such a himbo.
Oh, how ingenious.
So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Windibanks, you see. A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault.
Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain?
Pika! Hello. Al, also. Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley? I'm good. How about you, besides the fact that I hit you with something before I even said anything? I'm doing great. We're watching Himbo Holmes here, and I'm having a great time. I'm sitting straight up, Star. What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Move? Ah! Wait, should I examine some stuff, maybe? Oh, I can... Let me examine her. Oh, okay. Wagaha! Shark, how could you? Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled in on his new home then. Oh, yes. And I've become very attached to little Wagga. It would appear his previous owner is completely forgotten to him. Duke of Void, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are you? Hello. Cats are unfeeling creatures. What do you mean? That muse is empty as the hearts of the muses. Ah! You can't be saying stuff like that about my kind. Oh, she's holding it. If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Wage back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him here in the first place. Oh, it was his cat. Dutchling, hello. Oh, I forgot that this was Mr. Natsume's cat. Okay. I expect he would have taken him if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience.
And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed.
But I don't mind because Wage is adorable. He is, though. Yes, he really is. Oh, yes, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Cozy bully girl. I don't remember what you were doing yesterday. We watched, last night, the Made in Abyss movie, which is not for the faint of heart, let me tell you. But she was bullying me last night, chat, but I don't remember what it was. And she called me a baby this morning also. That is true. She did do that. Am I a baby, chat? Is this a joke to you? Am I a joke to you? He needs those head baskets when he abuses it. What do you mean deserved? Oh, you noticed? You're observant, Runa. Look, I use this. It's my latest invention. What is that? I call it the Cat Flapper-Mat.
Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats? That's crazy.
That's right, I can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds. And I can do it on any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you'll say. Comfy Stinky Boy getting goofed on by the cat. What do you mean totally deserved? She's bullying him because she didn't get her grimace shake. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that is true. That is true. Wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat flap? If you think about Uncle from Another World, I'm definitely the girlfriend and Compass and You're like the I forgot what her name is. We love it. Listen, if you haven't watched Uncle from Another World, stop. Well, don't stop what you're doing. Don't leave to watch Uncle from Another. But when the stream's over, go to crunchyroll.com and it's there. It's free. You could just have it. I'm just wiggling about it. It's so funny. I can't even express to you. Yes, well, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us in the door of our office upstairs, Iris.
She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl.
Meow! Oh, what was that?
Wagga hi? Clatter, clatter, screech. What was that? Oh no! Wagga hi's tangled up on your violin! Oh no. Ow.
I think he thinks it's a toy.
No, what's he doing to it?
Oh dear, Mr. Sholmes' precious violin.
Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. If the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. Could you not get her a shake? That's against Cozy's rules. I was protecting her from the curse. You see.
Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he?
Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Harley? Out of the cat's reach, if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. Yeah. How hecked up is it? Let's look, no, there we go. Oh, it's kind of rough, actually. So this is a violin, is it? I deserve the bullying! It's a, oh boy, it's a Stradivarius. Stradivarius? One of the finest violins in the world, made by a renowned Italian luthier, Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down in a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. How honorable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there a reason to live in a world devoid of music to tolerate this blanched existence? No. There is none. He's so dramatic.
Mr. Sholmes?
What, dear madam, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine.
Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think?
Hmm? What do you mean, Mrs. Sato? Oh, Susie's right. Yes, the tone of the wood is completely different.
That's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before.
Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this? He's such a bad detective. He's so bad at it.
I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all.
Then what?
I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola.
Oh, we love him. What? He's so unobservant.
Are you all right?
You're right. You are quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what? Pray, is this piece of string and flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then? Ah, I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? This is just a simple mix-up. Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what happened if we ask her. Did he pawn the violin and he got back the wrong one? Oh, oops. I want to press. Nope. I want to go over there, please. There we go. Hello, Iris. Tell me about the mix-up, please. What do you mean by mix-up, Iris? Well, you say, this violin. Sorry, this viola, I mean. Was at the Windibanks until last week.
Ah, at the pawnbrokers?
Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner. There is a proverb from the East, with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel.
Yes, indeed.
So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth?
Oh, what a wonderful idea!
No, it's bad. It's dumb. There's people in chat that do orchestra, play a string instrument knowing that it wasn't a violin. It's crazy to me. How did he not notice that there was like a whole crack on it? Last week I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear Mr. Windibank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw, fine state of affairs this is, and why I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust a pawnbroker, they will always try to fiddle you every time. Thing is, there really no difference between a violin and a viola besides the fact that a viola has a C string? Is that true? I don't know nothing about musical instruments. Tricko, hello! You saw my TikToks. That's so nice! Welcome, welcome! Trickco? Tricko. Hello, hello.
But earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbroker. Pawnbrokery is an extremely secure vault. You said that like a second ago.
Come, Mr. Naruhodo, dilly-dallying will get you nowhere.
Sorry?
Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect, fessing your coffee so obtusely. Pressing? Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced?
We must visit Mr. Windibank's brokery at once. Isn't that right, Mr. Sholmes?
Precisely, Mr. Sato, without a moment's delay.
But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs.
My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to press your egg even more obtusely? Love them eyes. Woo, 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 woo. Dip in and out of streams. I appreciate that. Hello. If everybody here is having a good time, just by the way, I pressed too many buttons. This is the one I want. There's a link to the Discord. If you're having a good time here, the Discord is a beautiful place full of lovely people. All right, say no more. Let's go then. No pressure, even though I hit it 3 times. Don't worry, Bruno. I'd be happy to heat it up for you again later.
Oh, thank you, Iris.
As it happens, I am rather curious to see what a British pawnbroker's looks like. Fully VTuber, what? That's crazy. Who would do what? What? A new location has been added. Just regular old Baker Street, huh? Well, what about the... Interesting. Okay, well, let's go to the pawnbrokery. What do you mean the Discord's sussy? Tricko, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. Boop, 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 boop. Crimson, it's not sussy at all. It is completely unsussed. It's the unsussiest play. There's a Pinocchio down here. Or something. Who's gonna run this pawn shop? What crazy character? So this is a British pawnbrokery.
Oh my, there are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid my eyes on before.
We bully him, but we love. We love, but we bully.
Ah, Susato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this? Oh yes, I don't know why, but seeing a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me.
My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure.
And clearly, Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging by the spark of fury in his eyes.
Oh, okay. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, sir, welcome back. Did you hear that brazen welcome?
Well, yes, we are potential customers after all.
We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo, and it's time to inform Mr. Windibank of our ire. Come! The fight is afoot! Alright, what's up there, sir? Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago.
Yes?
The second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windibank. The color of the wood is different. It has holes in it. It's not even the same size.
A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm so sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There is only one way to make amends.
What? Ah!
I shall have to take my own life.
What? You tried to bully Comfy, but it's failed multiple times. I'm too tricksy. I just got it burping the hiccups. This is from 0 to 1,000,000. Oh my god. I don't think that will be necessary, do you?
If I may just say one thing before I pop off.
Yes? That's too far.
It was you, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe.
Sorry?
As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard,
Here it is. You did?
and when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir.
He's so dumb.
However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. Though I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me here.
No, stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. He fell over.
It would appear that the fight is over.
I'll be a baby we love to be. Am I a baby? Am I a baby? Am I a baby? Did I make boom boom? Did I? Find your chill. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Winterbank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. God, could you use any regular words?
Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Herlock Sholmes without that questionable disposition now, would you?
Sometimes I act like one. What do you mean? I don't act like a baby. We're having a wild morning, y'all. It's 9. We've been streaming for like half an hour only. I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. What do you mean I just was? When? When I was crying? That's a regular adult thing to do.
You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you brought through my door in the past.
Oh, peculiar items.
In the extreme, ma'am. For example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Herlock Sholmes or some such.
Oh my! A new full-fledged novel? And unpublished! A story I've yet to read, you mean?
Ah, forgive me.
Stop. This is the whole thing. Juzo, hello. Welcome. Wait, before you die, tell me, you must tell me more. Don't not die, but...
Published story.
We love you just the way you are, even though I... Okay, I shit myself. I'm sorry. But like in an adult way, not like in a, not like a baby might. Comfy cozy, bring me my brown pants. I must know more, tell me everything! Wow, Sasato-san's really fired up now.
Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof?
Well, one day the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see.
I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Winterbank.
For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir, not a farthing more.
It houses something of great value indeed. The latest manuscript, recounting the adventures of one Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript?
Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here.
And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom.
Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense it's something Someone doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe he was lying. I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings securely.
Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you, on my life.
It's all very strange. You can say that again. I wonder, could I ask you something?
Ah, gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that sable suit, I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull.
Atomica company's going to destroy the world. For the memes. Sorry?
Aha! But for your splendid attire, ma'am, 5 guineas, no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic. Eastern artistry is its finest, may I say.
Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? That's a lot of money.
How interesting.
Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Early Fairly Odd Parents were so quotable. It's true! I love the Fairly Odd Parents. Company destroying the world for the memes tracks. Yeah. Yeah. For the memes. This is gonna get so many views. I'm doing it for the Vine. Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokers are used rather like banks here in London.
Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you describe. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure stowage. If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned.
But what happens if they don't pay you the money?
Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me.
So you never sell items before the 2 months have passed then?
That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all!
Yeah, Cozy's got very cute emotes. Just real quick. Go follow Cozy. Go follow Cozy. He's the apple of my eye. Ah. The very idea, Mr. Winterbank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually. This is a man who was telling us oh, it was a good day to die only this morning. And let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Oh, what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device, which Mr. Winterbank has installed here in his shop. I call it the Red-Handed Recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Winterbank? What was that deep sigh about? Red-Handed Recorder. Tell me about it. What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are 2 just below the ceiling. Oh, I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Where can I see that? Is that too high up? I don't see that. Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop.
Here, I have an example I can show you.
We're learning a lot about this shop. I wonder if a crime will take place. Look at that dog picture. That's a real dog, maybe. Ah, yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a very special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. Really? That's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. Look. That's crazy. They're talking about your good art star. So as you can see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed.
But did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals?
Indeed, as you say, my dear madam.
Then what if the incident were to occur in between those times?
One could only say, that would be a cruel twist of fate. He's so dumb. Yeah, shout out to Star.
I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause for distress of late.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Winterberg? Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. Only if they break in at the 300-minute interval.
It's the cost of film, sir. You most graciously placed not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all, which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older.
Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbrokery now. My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price.
Oh, heaven help us.
He's just tricking him to get money.
Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin.
It's so different. Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Winterbank.
Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you tried to pop. Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer.
I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt.
Fear not.
Sorry?
I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed.
That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Winterbank.
It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes.
So, Mr. Naruhodo! Now we can explore at last.
We get to look around. Let's look around. What can we see? Oh, there's a skull. Oh, oops. Show me those things. Ooh. There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room, where Mr. Winterbank keeps articles that are currently in pawn.
Ah, I see.
I see. There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommend it or not, it's not something I tend to do. But there is one key, and Mr. Winterbank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides under his pillow. How do you know that?
How on earth do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes?
I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for or wish to retain. I was working. Man, yeah, hardly work. Get that bag and do nothing about it. God, how miserable. I'm sorry, Cozy.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder.
I'm the prime suspect if this pawnbrokery is ever burgled. What do we got?
The guns.
Look at that enormous ledger open.
Look at that enormous ledger open on the counter there.
Mr. Winterbank is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. Tom's real cute. He almost cuted the comp. Almost. But yeah, I will. Hell yeah. I'm sorry. I can't wait to hear about it after stream. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of trouble. Which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger.
The gun.
This revolver here. Excuse me. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Winterbank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speed belaying his portly size.
Oh, you don't mean he'd...
Blow his brains out, indeed, in recompense for his blunder. Hydrate, hell yeah.
Oh my. But in any case, of course, we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it? It's me, Sasato.
Yeah, let's look at all these things.
What an assortment of things there are in the shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine.
Hold on one sec. Well. These are forfeited items offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn or pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Oh yes, now that you've explained it, I'm noticing little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasured university uniform? Never! It embodies my student spirit. It's the only outfit I have, also. Lots of hats. Lots of dolls. That's on the ground.
Look at this! Whatever could this be used for?
I have no idea.
Ah. There's a small catch just here, look!
We're gonna open it, aren't we?
Oh my, that's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism!
There's a lot of clocks. Hey, I'm very proud of you, Dutchling. Very proud of you. Which we'll never manage to put back the way it was before. What are you two doing?
What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all.
Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. Yeah, well, wait, where's the other one? I guess we don't get to see it. I guess we don't get to know about it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at this! What could this lovely big shiny box be?
That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country.
Oh my, yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before.
Shall we listen a while? How come this sounds like Atlantica from the second Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, what a sublime sound. It's like the music of angels.
I've never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of the larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played.
My goodness! What a simply delightful machine!
Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course.
Ah! Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace.
Man, you can say that again. What about those? I don't get to know about that Dwalls. The Dwalls. The door? Hell yeah, Dutchling! I love it. Are these characters ancestors? Yeah, well, at least the character that we're playing. So in Japan, Phoenix Wright's name is whatever Naruhodo. And Naruhodo, it's a joke because Phoenix Wright, it's like, oh, he's right. That's the pun. But Naruhodo in Japanese just means like I see or I understand. Like that's kind of what it means. So that's the whole joke. So our name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I don't know if Ryunosuke means like a specific thing or not, but we're Phoenix Wright's descendant basically. And this is our story. So that the first case a long time ago, they made a joke about like your whole family will never beat the Naruhodos or like something like that. And it was like, yeah, no, but this is for real. So it's not obvious in the English translation that is what it is, but in Japanese it's supposed to be obvious. So that's that.
These three globes of gold.
Say that 3 times fast.
Is that some sort of charm?
Dear me, have you not seen that sign before? No, never. The 3 golden balls are, in Great Britain at least, the universal sign of a pawnbrokery. There are more than 700 such establishments in the capital, all showing the same sign. Oh, I see. I had not imagined your ignorance is so profound.
Oh, well, what is the significance of the 3 golden balls then? Does it have some special meaning?
That is entirely unimportant here, dear madam. Irrelevant, even. He doesn't know.
You mean you don't know?
Alright, and then this thing.
Now, what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does?
It seems to have 2 little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope.
A stereoscope? Fascinating!
Emily Number. It only makes sense if Phoenix Wright's descended from the actual Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, that's right. He made a baby with Sherlock Holmes. Hello, Emily. Heck yeah, I should get that good look. Oh, what are my thoughts on water? How do I feel about water? Well, let me tell you. I love drinking water, Crimson Bond fan, 1989. I love water so much. Certified Wawa moment. Wawa. Wawa, wawa. It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself.
Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me for a moment while I have a look.
Just before you do, there is something I should point out. Okay, then. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Water lets the baby grow big and strong. Water! Water! Wah, wah!
Alright then, I'm gonna try it. Ah! Mr. Naruto, you must see! At once!
Oh, alright then. Do I need to be cross-eyed like I'm trying to look at my own nose? Oh! It's her. What the? I don't believe it. It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls at the park. People queue for hours to see them.
Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic?
It is no magic, my dear madam. It's as well. I wonder if that didn't... Okay, she seemed to maybe that was... I thought she was like, oh, it's the Swan Girl, but maybe in the 3DS version, it like popped out or something. You know what I mean? This is originally for the 3DS, so... It is no magic, my dear madam. It is well. Far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day.
Oh.
Okay. Calendar. It's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? April 15th, today's date.
Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date.
The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Winterbank. And who was it that walked out of here with the wrong violin before?
Well, when the agreed storage period is passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say.
Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job.
What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it! Who's this? That article's barely worth a penny, miss, and I cannot offer more. Hello, hello? It's like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had a proper butcher's at it?
I've seen all I need to see, young girl.
Oh, it's a girl. Oh, it's her! Wait, don't we know? Sure, I recognize her.
Oh yes, that's the young lady from Mr. McGilden's trial 2 months ago.
Yeah, everything has to come together in this final case, you see, so it's gonna be a big one. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. Gotta remember his voice. She's a chancer and a crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. I don't remember what voice I gave her specifically, but very Cockney.
Gordon Bennett, you lot!
She still got the gun.
Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been well.
Eh, what? You remember me then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure.
So, what are you doing in here? Down and out like the rest of us, nothing to eat. Come to pop that Black Weasel sorry coat, have you?
Wow! Wow! Food time, what do you got? What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? Ah, good day, unless I'm much mistaken. Would you be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher?
Ah, Mr. Shoves.
So, you have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winterbank on your behalf. I love Gina. Gina is very cute. I like Gina a lot.
Pull the other one. I don't need help for some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on, or I'll make trouble for you. Objection!
Komodo, hello. As you wish, Mr. Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it. He's gone.
I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here.
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Kimono? What is that thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? That's a music player thing.
And you, go on. Leave me alone. Oh, Mrs. Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest.
Tado-san can really stand her ground when she wants to.
Whatever.
Let's talk to her. Let's not leave her alone. Research on something. What is it on? What a research? How research? What research? How do you research? Somehow, I really don't think you were the sort of person to use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade.
Yeah, well, I am, all right. I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That's a problem, isn't it?
No, not at all. Do I like Yu-Gi-Oh? I actually don't like Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I like how memeable Yu-Gi-Oh as a franchise is, though. Researching SWOT analysis stuff for VTubing. Ooh, hell yeah.
No, not at all. It's just, well, that, Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably going on the dive, did she? Yeah, I could see her written all over your Chevy Chase.
Now, hold on a second. Wait a minute. No. Okay. I don't know a lot about British slang, and I don't know how the slang works anymore. But, like, you say instead of face, you say, like, Chevy Chase sometimes. But that's because Chevy Chase is, like, an actor. Chevy Chase was not an actor in 1909 or whatever. Damn, that hurts. I'm sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh! They're small. They're smaller than average. So that was a hilarious thing to me. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines.
You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruhodo?
All right, then. I'm just going to come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people?
Well, I don't know how best to answer that, really.
Suppose. Sometimes.
You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade. Well, not this time, all right, I swear. This thing belongs to me.
The disc that Mr. Winterbank is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this. Oh, okay.
I'll examine him. Examine him about it.
Yeah, I don't know why Yu-Gi-Oh cards have to be littler than standard cards. Almost all card games use standard card size. And Yu-Gi-Oh's like, what if we made ours like a little bit smaller? Ruining everything. You gotta buy unique sleeves. You gotta buy unique everything. It's real unfortunate.
Mr. Winterbank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface.
Oh, this is a music disc, you see, for use inside a music box.
In a music box?
What? You don't know what a music box is? You Eastern lot ain't too savvy, huh?
I know what a music box is. I just never seen one of these discs before. And Karkite Vanguard runs small too. How dummy? How dummy?
The small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box.
Goku456456, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are you, Goku? Have you come to Spirit Bomb us or whatever? It's gonna take like a month.
You simply insert the disc and set the machine going, and beautiful music plays.
It is over 9,000. You're not gonna do a Spirit Bomb? Okay, good. That's good. I feel safe now.
It's so incredible. Tell us what tune is on this disc.
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There's so many different types of music box, you see. British-made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for.
Ah, I see.
And that's it in a nutshell.
But they do it to make more money on sleeves and accessories. It's so... I hate it. It's so dumb. You don't have to buy the physical cards. You can play the free Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel game. I could do that. But I'm not gonna do that. I've heard it's good if you like Yu-Gi-Oh! I just don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm a Magic the Gathering guy. And I collect Pokemon cards. But I don't play Pokemon.
It wouldn't have any customers. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. And really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny.
That's a packet of lies. He told me he did. He said it was well.
He? Who?
Never you mind. It just ain't right, that's all. That disc was good money, I know it.
Well, then you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you?
I do. I don't really play it actively anymore, but I am a long-time Magic the Gathering player. I used to run the tournaments at my local game store for years and years and years. But then COVID happened and I stopped, and I'm a VTuber now.
She's been in before, of course, this little tatterdemalion.
What? Tatterdemalion? Tatterdemalion? What the hell? Almost 2 years, B. Oh my god. What format? Mostly draft. I have decks in most of the formats though. I have a legacy burn deck that's fun. I see. If he was much a smaller nerd, I'm a little nerd. I'm little. Smaller? What do you mean smaller?
And brought some dubious article or other with her every single time, I might add.
Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me.
So, is there something dubious about the disc she brought in today?
Well, if it were only that simple.
Commander player?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple commander decks. I have forget what his name is. But he makes a little wolf pup. He's like a green-white guy. I think everybody starts off as the smallest nerd. You like Magic, a card game that nothing else but the card game. And no anime, no movie, no nothing. What? Huh? What? Sorry, what do you mean?
What she actually brought in was a storage ticket.
Ah, a storage ticket, so... Mr. Strahd has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right?
A year and 10 months, Ashley. Hey, yo.
Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff what needs storing.
Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. Crimson, almost 5... It's basically 5 months. You're short a couple hours, but I'll allow it.
The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight. Then she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest. I was obliged to return the article to her.
What was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Winterbank.
The little scamp is wearing it, ma'am. It's the overcoat that she redeemed.
Oh. Was she wearing that before?
What? What's wrong with it? It fits, doesn't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it is.
The way Wizards of the Coast handles products do be shady. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's, they're not doing it right these days.
So what about the disc then? How does it all come into this?
It's unfortunate.
Ah, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree on a price.
New article. We're just being real nosy. I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today.
It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed it, as you say.
This heavy black coat, which you returned to her, care, as I understood it. Your old green, white, red? Hell yeah. It's been going 30 years, but I don't know. Hasbro's sort of making some bad decisions lately, so I'm worried about it.
That's right, yes, and rather unsurprisingly, as soon as a little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets.
Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady?
Ah, I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it?
If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am.
And she immediately tried to pawn it.
For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Sounds good, Ashen.
Give it up, I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask you deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me.
It doesn't really appear to be your size.
Me old man! It's me old man's, ain't it? Is it, Miss Lestrade?
Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Ruh-roh. Out of my way, please, says someone. Oh, who's this picture postcard English gentleman? Ooh. Oh, stop.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen.
What's your problem, eh?
There is no problem as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. What?
Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line.
Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket.
Eh? Who are you? How do you know who I am?
The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy to even remember the faces of your victims, it seems.
What? You mean from you?
Broker? Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
Oh my. Now that's a lie! What are you trying to pull?
Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel, and needless to say... any music box discs, too.
No, you can't have it! You just can't! It's me old man's, or it was, now it's mine! Good dismiss Naruhodo.
Flying chainsaws, hello!
It's a very awkward situation.
Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. We are just so nosy. Oh my god.
Miss Lestrade, is what the gentleman is saying? What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously! I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before!
Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? The ticket you brought in here just now.
No, I swear it! I swear to God!
It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened.
I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these back-slum scoundrels. Why don't they just be rich like me? Now then, relinquish my overcoat.
Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police.
Hold on, why does everyone think it was me? Just look at this dandy Calvin, you think I'm the dodgy one?
I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you.
Well, what about evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, huh? Come on, let's see it!
Oh, I have evidence, naturally.
You what?
Evidence that the article Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman?
Of course! We only need to consult Mr. Windibank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place.
Yes, brilliant.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Oh!
I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine.
But why not?
Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity.
You what, mate? Yes, I see. But then, how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it?
Oh, it's quite simple.
He was so excited to tell us.
Good sir, why do I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question?
Of course, it's... Professor.
Yes, that's right. That's all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt.
A watchword? Interesting. Watchwords. So about these watchwords, Mr. Windibank.
As I just explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why. Certain customers...
Look at him over there. Wait. Schultz is like, I'm in the way. But, can't really move away anymore. But, he's over there. He's behind. Schultz is right behind me. There he is. Wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Schultz now, was it?
Great detectives have no dark secrets, not at all!
Yes, well, anyway. That's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept the new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, when I give the storage ticket to the customer, when someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword.
And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article?
That's right, sir, yes. Just as soon as the requisite fee is paid.
I have supplied you with the information you require already, but for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat deposited 2 months ago on 15th February. With a watchword of Professor.
All perfectly correct information, sir.
But how?
Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt.
Ah!
Well, now what? Who do I talk to? What do I look? It's you. Picture postcard, gentlemen. Excuse me, but who are you?
One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you.
Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here.
Oh yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place.
Oh my god. He's so extravagant.
Its inhabitants live on some fiery, brown-colored soup dressed up with exotic spices.
I just say that to the tune of My Little Pony? Maybe. Not on purpose. You might be thinking of somewhere else. What was that theatrical gesticulation about? Perhaps, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer and a student of law, really. Whoa! Ida Lewis VT, thank you for the raid. Madrade. Cast a spell. What's your favorite magic spell, everybody? Raiders and already viewers. What's your favorite magic spell? Mine? It's Fireball. How was your stream? How did it go? Oh my goodness. Welcome. Magic Missile, that's a good one too. We're playing, Ace Attorney. I do all the voices.
My name is Hisano Mikitopa. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant.
I see. My name is Benedict.
Yes, Eggert Benedict Cumberbatch. Hey, Helix Barking, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew, baby. How are y'all doing? Enchanted. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is suspicious. Eggert. I don't think that's a correct name. That seems incorrect to me. He's lying. He's a lying. Whoa!
My overcoat. Return it at once to someone with the style to carry it off.
Dude, my PC crashed like 5 times. No! I'm so sorry. But figure yourself out after a while. I'm glad. Hell yeah.
Go, every move he makes, every breath he takes. I can't stand watching him.
Stop. Stop. How you gonna make a joke? How you gonna make a the police joke? Hello.
So let that be an end to the matter.
Ida with the follow, thank you so much. Welcome to the Mew crew. If you guys are new here, any raiders or any new people, just as a reminder, I would love to know a few things about you if you'd care to tell me. I would love to know your favorite food, your favorite cute thing, and your pronouns. And if you want to tell me, if you, chatters, dear viewers, are curious about my pronouns, well, let me tell you. There you have it.
Thank you for your custom, Mr. Eggert Benedict, sir.
Ooh, he's wearing the coat now.
With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back.
This is why I hate grown-ups.
Favorite food, matcha, favorite cute thing, me, pronouns, they, he, hell yeah. The song lagged a little, maybe.
Look at him. Just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar.
And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. But of course, sir, here's the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another.
Oh, he's lying too. Another disc.
Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that is what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. Disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now.
So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you?
Says who what? I don't know nothing about it.
Fair food, spaghetti bolognese, a good choice. Magic themed things, pronouns they, them, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Very well. And I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to
Style. Stop.
Wait a minute, that disc is mine.
Oh! What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal.
Oh my, yes! There's blood on the disc. And the dance floor.
Because of those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them.
I found it first, alright, I mean! It belonged to me, old man! So you're not having it, or you take it.
Me?
I'll hang on to it, they'll have it off me again. So you keep hold of it.
Miss Lestrade, why is this disc so important to her? Music box disc has been entered to the court record.
You there, in the black livery. Hand that disc to me at once, please.
No, don't! He's lying! Grown-ups are all liars!
What do I do now? How am I gonna resolve this? That's a good question. I like her, so I'm gonna talk to her. Wow, Miss Lestrade is really looking daggers at the mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. He's lying. Mr. Winterbeck is clearly at a loss here. We have to do something about this before he reaches for that revolver of his. Alright, alright. Look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. We have to do something quickly. What if I put it in the thing? Look at Mr. Winterbank watching. Okay.
Humming this frightening, fraught situation must be our first priority.
I'm fairly certain that we can find just the great thing we need among the articles here in this shop. Really? Oh, is it you? Mr. Sholmes, what are you examining with such keen interest over there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see? What? So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruto. Via hello. Sorry. After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but I was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray, what do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruto? How could you? Wiggles, hello, hello. It is I, Comfy Detective Boy. Food time? Hell yeah. I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. And why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. Stop it. He's so stupid. You really were sad, weren't you? It's been a while. I'm glad to see you.
Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you.
It would seem that my inferences are correct.
Oh, surely you're not about to tell us that you've solved the entire case once again.
My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized, how much could I pawn it for? Seems Mr. Sholmes has had another of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it will help resolve the situation between Ms. Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Listen to the deduction! Let's have it. Let's have it, Sholmes. Well, Ms. Lestrade, I don't know if anyone's told you, if you have a very cute laugh. Thank you very much. I've heard that it is infectious. This is a laugh, right? Well, Ms. Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament.
Where the blue blazes have you been, eh?
Pardon?
When a lady's in trouble, a chew-jed's supposed to be there to help. Straight away!
He fell over, not an hour later. Emily, number one. Number one! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are you? Hello, hello. Harsh.
And who, pray tell, are you?
Mr. Eggert Benedict, you have in my eyes a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn.
I beg your pardon.
Your vibe is good. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation, one you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? Oh, he's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg.
It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction.
Why does pain suck so much? Is true, it does. Azrael, I'm sorry, hello. The vibe's always good. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet to this Catboy. Me.
Just who do you think you are, sir?
Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? Yeah, we get to do a deduction. The time has come for another Herlock Sholmes Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. We love Comfy, but we abuse him. No! You mustn't. Topic 1, Mystery Man. If you guys are having a great time here, I would highly recommend joining the Discord. It's a beautiful place full of lovely people. Most of the... Ow! First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. Lila, hello, how are you? You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. Ooh, he's got a holding the paper. I'm not a lovely person. You are, Crimson. You can't fool me. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Ashley Oreo, I love you. Yes, we brought it. What brought you to the shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. That piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. Sends from the heavens, holy choir heard. I see. Hello. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. Ugh. That cane, which you unwittingly clutch to your person, exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction.
What utter rot. I've had this cane for years.
Yeah, it says AG on it. The contradiction of which I speak, of course, is the missing ferrule. No. Sholmes, you Dumbo, you himbo. Would a lovely person D's nuts the streamer? I think yes.
You can't fool me.
The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet, a detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. What? You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? You scared a coworker. Chat to be feeling good vibes. Good vibes! I want the good vibes for you all, babies. And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer to the next conundrum to present itself. I'll be a VTuber someday when I have a better computer. I believe. If you don't want to wait, don't, though. Just stream with what you have now. No need to wait, is what I always say. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? That could be a sword cane. I kind of hope that it is. Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. Echo, hello. That walking cane demands such a stout handle? Wait. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod is the broken handle of a shovel. Stream Minecraft, do it!
Are you insane?
And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground underneath the premises. No sword. It might be a sword. Sholmes is an idiot, is what this game tells us. So, we're gonna have to fix his deductions. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. So that's topic number 1 only. Wow, her like, Sholmes, you got it. Good job, bud. Here's a cookie. Great crime. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. Or we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have been in the planning.
This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there?
Look at him!
Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Save for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say?
Do we all get cookies? Yeah. Yeah. And they won't even have raisins, because nobody but me likes raisins in their cookies. But I like an oatmeal raisin cookie. I don't care who knows it! Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes are inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of an upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs underneath the bank on the opposite side of the road.
This madness has entered the sewers now, has it?
By excavating the ground underneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway. I love oatmeal. What's everyone's favorite cookie? Oatmeal raisin cookies. You can put a chocolate chip in there too if you want. I like it. It's not my favorite. I like a peanut butter cookie the most, I think. Probably. Shortbread's also very up there for me. What's your favorite, everybody? That flows into very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite.
What are you?
In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels.
Master plan?
Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With that plunder did the thief hope to make off? With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank?
Are you quite serious?
Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know.
Postcard of the Great Exhibition. I'm afraid you've quite lost me.
Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway. Cozy loves a sugar cookie. That's her favorite. I don't know if it's her favorite, but she loves it. White chocolate chip with macadamia. Yo! It's a good one. Yeah, peanut butter is good too. I like it. I like it. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of this road.
Pardon?
Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank, the special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. Strawberry fluffies, what is that? All right, Sholmes, you stupid, you spilled the beans. You shouldn't have told us that. Thus concludes Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle. Man, I want cookies now. Do we get cookies, Cozy? Let's get cookies. Mr. Sholmes. Gambiers, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are
Stop
you?
it. Get some help.
What do you mean? I love cookies. We eat all of them together, help each other not get sick. Yeah, it's a group effort to not get sick off of the cookies. Well, I'm gonna tell Cozy we actually still have a packet of sugar cookie mix in the cabinet. A Nutella cookie? No, that sounds bussin'. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness. Would you not agree? Was it true that what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault? Indeed, though few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence.
But you just announced it to everyone here, rather loudly, in fact.
Ah. And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal.
But what if we didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret.
Oh. Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windibank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all.
On my life, I assure you I'm not so unscrupulous.
What is it with the shovels? Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost care. Oh, he sucks, but I love him. One can never be sure about someone privy to secrets that won't disclose them, and once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Schultz. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo, an excellent idea. We're gonna have a beach day. Oh no! Oh, B. Oh, that sucks, I'm sorry. There might be a sword in it.
Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure.
So we have to now fix everything that he just said. Then we'll get to the bottom of, like, whatever's going on.
Yeah!
Very well, then. Let us start once more from the beginning. Of Herlock Sholmes' magnificent logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh! Course correction! Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Hold it. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what you brought to the shop was a staff recruitment flyer. So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down to the floor.
Yes, an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road.
Ah, B, that's so awful. That seems criminal to me. A crime.
But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he?
No, I think it's fair to say that his motives lie elsewhere. The question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time? Let's look at his thing. Let's look at it. Oh, there's notes on the back. Oh, scribbled writing.
Oh, look at all the scribbled notes on the back of the flyer here.
I don't believe it.
What is it?
Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade. Height, 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrade.
Goodness!
There's even a sketch of her hat and all. Although if we showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure. And look, the details of the shop have been written down here too. Windibank's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street. Redemption deadline, 15th April. Which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper? So I mean, yeah, we're definitely presenting this.
Take that!
Oh! Yeah! Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the info about Ms. Lestrade.
Planning murder, isn't he?
Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of that flyer. And then Sholmes always just goes for it. He's like, yeah, no, that's what I meant. Pertain to the pickpocket, Ms. Lestrade, and to Mr. Winterbank's pawnbrokery. Ugh. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Ms. Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Winterbank's pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. Put a video for strawberry fluffies? Yo, hell yeah. I can't wait. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Ms. Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane, which you unwittingly clutched to your person, exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction.
What utter rot, I've had this cane for years.
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, not there. Missing Faru.
What's a ferrule? It's a metal cap commonly found on the end of a cane, Mr. Naruto.
Ah, the bit that makes a nice clacking sound on the pavement?
Yes, exactly, and Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on his cane.
But it doesn't actually look broken, does it?
No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious.
In other words, there's something secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. I mean, I think it's the initials. Well, let's give it a look. Let's see. It might be a sword. Look here, Mrs. Sato. There are some letters on the handle. Ah, yes, those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names. Oh, that was Sato. So Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean?
That's right. And the initials on this cane, obviously.
Oh, AG. Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? Yeah, I mean, that.
Take that!
Your name isn't Egbert, whatever.
It's a sword.
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initialing. A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Egbert Benedict? We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet in a most possessive manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree?
No, you're wrong. This cane isn't...
You said before that you'd had that cane for years.
Ugh.
Yeah, he made up that name. So don't try and tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. Oh, what just ripped? You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yeah, something just ripped. I heard it. Yet your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like... blah, 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 blah. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. Ms. Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat. And now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him.
But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from a written description, which suggests everything else he's told us is untrue.
Blah, blah. He ripped his pants. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. He just ripped it. Yeah, he ripped it. It didn't fit him.
Oh! The seam on the shoulder there is coming apart. Look.
So it is.
Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise.
Yeah, we did it.
But now I think it was probably the sound of the seam ripping open.
If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched out bursting, and he wouldn't have a hope of fastening it at the front. If you were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart.
That I I'd like to see. Sorry. So how can we, nothing, never mind. How can we make Mr. Benedict run around?
He's really giving this some thought. Let's just present it. Oh my god. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Take that!
Whoa. Gummy mac and cheese stuff. What? What are you talking about? The split seam which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Every time it says take that, I get scared. Take that! Ah. Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so boldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. Gummy Krabby Patties are bussin'. Ugh. This catalog of untruths has all been for very one specific purpose. To steal the article that young girl redeemed from Mr. Windibank. Arg, woo! But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. To abscond with a redeemed item, it wasn't his at all. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have been in the planning.
This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, designed a wheeze
Designed a wheeze.
designed a wheeze to find some tawdry article of pawnage. Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the proper manner, using the watchword? Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place, how could I possibly have known the relevant details? N'est-ce pas?
I get, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
Let us consider how one might have come to learn a secret watchword relating to the pawned property of another. The method is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Watching the stream while mining in Minecraft? Hell yeah, that's perfect. It's the best way to watch a stream, is by also playing another game. Oh, I got a little coffee boy, little coffee. Icy, hello. What is it?
The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think.
I don't know the answer to that, Ezreal. I remember to have Fallout New Vegas. That's a good one. We're learning about the heart, like the romance heart. Yes, no more talk of tunneling in the sewers. Which is a pity, because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword.
Yes, Professor. As if you didn't know that word, Mr. Windibank would have never allowed you to redeem the article.
Or looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Windibank would allow you to redeem the article, whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? I mean, in the notelet? There's a lot of things to look at here. Oh, wait, I can move it. I forgot. That's the whole point. Well, not this book, I guess. What's the notelet? Look at this, Mrs. Sato.
Ah, it appears to be a memo that Mr. Windibank has scribbled to himself.
Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor. Mr. Windibank must make a note of the watchwords his customers give him right before their eyes. And an alarmingly clear script as well.
Oh dear, I didn't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see?
Have I found the case yet? Goku, what do you mean? You're learning about the anatomy heart? I know, you got this. You're okay. You got this. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Hell yeah! How come? I mean, I guess it's the notelet.
Take that!
The heart goes. The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whether a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response on a notelet he has on hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether the watchword matches that of the article in question.
I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker.
But this diligence clearly has its disadvantages. Going to college for graphic design. Hey, it's good to know how the heart works, though. It is important.
What are you talking about?
It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Ms. Lestrade. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Windibank. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as is his common practice, you observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawned article from the young Ms. Lestrade. Oh, it's that game release day. Yo, I'm excited about that. I would like to play that. I hope it's good. It looks cool. Which brings us to the last of the final chapter in this lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker?
Are you quite serious?
For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box disc. But naturally, you had a very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hell yeah, B, I'd love that. I might stream it if I pick it up. Once I beat all these games anyway. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. Yeah, I don't know about that. The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc that was in one of the pockets.
Which, according to Mr. Windibank, isn't even worth a penny.
And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why?
I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruto.
Could we? Really? I mean, it's the disc. Let's look at the disc. Posture check. Hey, thanks. Oh, okay. Well, for McGilded.
There's a scrap of paper stuck on the reverse side of the disc. Look, there's a scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name.
Ouch. Hydrate. For McGilded. Yeah, they got some blood on it. I'm sure that'll matter later. Danganronpa fan, I have high hopes. Yeah. Yo, same. Mr. McGilded, it couldn't be.
But it is, Mr. Naruto. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live.
But why? Why is his name on this? Present.
Take that!
You see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know.
What's that on the back?
It reads from McGilded. Ugh. Ah, Mr. Magnus McGilded, the unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his loan-mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature, in fact. Oh, this is us. He was precisely the right size for that overcoat you've squeezed yourself into. Ugh. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Eggert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today... Yeah! Oh! Was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. Bean juice. Hell yeah. Arrgh. He's flippy dippy. I care for everyone in the Mew crew. That's so sweet. So do I. You're all so lovely. Everybody have a little drinky doodle. Oh!
Deduction complete.
Elementary! Boop, 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 boop,
Well, well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not the name I expected to hear in these circumstances.
Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind.
Pray tell, Ms. Sasato. Heck yeah, Lyra. Or Lila, excuse me.
Well, according to what Mr. Windibank told us earlier, today was the final day on which the code could have been redeemed, was it not?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited.
Well, today is 15th April, so 2 months ago today.
Would have been the 15th of February, sir, that's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I see.
What? But what that suggests...
Yes, 15th February is precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. And 10:30 in the evening is precisely the time in which the terrible events were unfolding.
Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence.
You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However,
Oh!
I must insist you hand over the music box disc now.
Uh-oh.
It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box.
What do I do?
I'm gonna... let's... I want to say no. Well, I'm gonna save first. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I don't know whose gun that is. Okay, back. Back. Okay, absolutely not.
There are some things a man must protect at all costs.
This may well be one of those things. Covey was the first VTuber ever actively watched. This community's always been so great to me. So grateful for that. B, you're a sweetheart. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I love you too. That's my gun, my bad. Icy soul. Then again, it may not. Oh. Mr. Windibank!
This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life!
Mr. Windibank, no!
Alright, that's enough. Who's that? Oh! Inspector Gregson!
Inspector?
That's right, sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now, what's all this about, eh? Let's go.
Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment.
What kind of cheese?
It would seem you have the upper hand.
Yeah! Right, you lot got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy.
Petty! Mr. Windibank very nearly met it with his end.
Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can tell.
Oh dear.
The whole of Britain could meet with its end. If I don't get to the bottom of this case I'm supposed to be working on.
What? What on earth is the case, Inspector?
Spare no detail, Gregson. Oh, I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station.
But of course, Inspector.
Oh! Ah! He's getting away! Get after him, lads. Whistle the beat officer too. Sir! Ouch. How could you? Ah! He's the nicest VTuber, but y'all are being so sweet to me today. And at steak, even? Thank you. I really gotta move that down. I gotta move it to my mouth area. Maybe next time I'll remember. Oh my goodness. There's been a spat of thefts. That was word against spate. I'm just gonna call it spat of thefts at pawn shops around here recently. And we fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble.
Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed.
Now then, Mr. Permanently in Mourning. Oh, yes. I'll be taking that whatever it is a McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over.
Oh, yes, of course. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is, mine.
I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now.
As evidence?
If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector.
I'm angry. I'm angry.
And so, we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to Inspector Gregson, and we were summarily turfed down to the shop and into the street. Is that all? A cake. Hell yeah. Man, I don't want to end stream yet, so we're gonna just keep going. I don't know how long this next bit'll be, but we'll see. We may or may not end in the middle, depending of this next segment.
See, that's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you.
Oh, really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? She got to keep the coat.
What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the D let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough.
That's ultra.
Went through the pockets and then said, go on then, have it, before telling me to scrape her.
Scarper?
Always pays off giving people a look like you hate them.
Yeah, I like the coat on her. You know, feeling that it's gonna get you in serious trouble one day. Oh, excuse me.
What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc, mind. The music box disc?
But Mr. Winterbank said it was practically worthless.
I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long and hard stare.
I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Winterbanks again today.
Why not? That's not fair.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Winterbank.
But the disc's mine. I had the ticket for this coat, and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what that rotten cove said, ain't it?
Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he?
Oh, then that's mine too, whatever it is.
Now she's really pushing her luck. Ms. Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day.
Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes.
So what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Iris will be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital.
No, Ta.
Oh.
Why would I come round your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something?
I hope she sticks around for the second game. I like her.
Oh dear, she's gone.
Having revealed on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. Reveled? I can't help but wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. When she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well, then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guest at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later, too.
Sorry?
I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you.
Oh, how exciting! What is it?
You shall have to wait and see, Miss Sasato. Until later, then. Oh. Okay. We're just on Baker Street. Oh, it's just like right down the way. Ouch. Is he flirting? I don't know, maybe. Was I supposed to... Oh, there's his house. Yeah, it's like right down. It's like right here. I guess we'll just go back to our place. I don't know. Boozin, hello. Thank you so much. That did nothing. So what about this? Okay. How are you? How are you? Oh, everything's beautiful suddenly. Oh, wait, what was she was? Ah, Suzy and Ronald, come in. Ow! Good afternoon, Iris.
Thank you so much for breakfast this morning.
Oh, don't mention it.
No. I've lost her voice. Hold on. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already.
Busy as always?
I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening.
Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you?
Oh, yes. After all, we have such special guests joining us. Guess who it is? Go on. Haha, you'll never guess.
Look at those little eyes of hers shining.
I'm enjoying my cheese. Hell yeah. Is it a bike? Maybe.
Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it?
It's Jenny! Isn't that exciting?
Oh, what a surprise! Yes! It's what wonderful news!
Well, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional.
Oh yes, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate, are you, Mr. Naruto? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to?
Ow. Got his violin back. Harley, oh, he's been like that ever since he got back.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
I beg that you won't speak to me.
Sorry?
I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I do apologize. When it gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything.
Red Ribbon Army.
Is that Dragon Ball? Hobby, pickpocket.
Yes, I see.
Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes, Harley does.
Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are.
What's the matter, Ronald? You have ever such a funny look on your face.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right?
I mean, her last name's Wilson, so I think her dad's dead.
I'm out of those star points. No, you'll get more.
What? How did you?
Haha, oh, Ronald, I can read you like a buck.
This girl is dangerous.
Don't worry, you can ask me anything, I won't mind. I'm a well-adjusted child.
So, by Ginny, you mean Ms. Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right?
Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're best of friends.
Oh, hee hee, what a lovely tale.
Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can.
Oh.
And I chase after her down the back alleys.
Interesting idea of friendship.
And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed.
Oh!
There are so many beautiful colors in the world, Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow.
I suppose this means you've let Ms. Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you?
You finished mining? Hell yeah. Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way I shoot him with it now, whenever I do that.
Poor Hurley.
Oh, I can't wait for Jenny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited.
I just hope she does actually come. Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you?
Well, it has crossed my mind, that and where are your real parents?
My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Mommy passed away when I was born. And at around that time, my father, well, he had to go to a faraway land because one of the cases he and Hurley were working on.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley?
Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together.
She didn't mention that before.
He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what the metal chest over there. That's what's in there.
Really? He recorded them all? So, you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes? Really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases?
Oh, yes. I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it?
So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father?
You got unlost, Lila, hell yeah. Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest, but that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it up.
And you found your father's memoirs?
Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? I nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me, that's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father.
Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner.
Why have they not put it together? Her last name is Wilson. Her last name is Wilson. It's easy. I practically lived here with Hurley my whole life. I was tiny when he took me on. So, it came as quite a shock. And when Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean.
Must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age.
Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me.
Oh?
Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I just can't... There's some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes.
Right.
Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, actually.
I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories.
Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything, and as soon as he solved a case, it all but vanishes from his mind.
Oh, I see.
The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he'd just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone. You could say that again.
You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris?
That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. Yeah, of course. I learned it from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study and study so that I can earn a doctorate as well.
Iris's father, who went to some distant land,
and is the doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. Are you all, like, stupid? I don't...
Court will now hear from the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right, visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Mrs. Sato. Yes? Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I think that would be for the best.
We're not gonna... I guess she doesn't know that he's done Dunyan rings. Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you. Detective Simulator, they have to make all the characters slower to catch on. I feel like a smart boy.
Eek, Mr. Sholmes.
Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? Ah, well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you?
We've been with you most of the day.
Goodness, really?
Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed?
My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam?
Oh,
Never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows.
Oh, another music disc?
No, not another disc, Mr. Sato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilden's disc.
Oh my! Then, what's it doing here?
You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny. He stole it. Oh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. You know, he looks more handsome without his coat and hat. It's, all his hair is out, you know? It's just like, he's like, ooh, baby. Right. Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting, she would write all of our menacing crime notifications.
Yes, I'd be delighted.
I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened, I think. Converse. Tell me about it. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this.
That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes.
Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc.
I'll be taking that whatever it is in McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over.
Oh, yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to... It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars, like this. That's amazing. The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting, the result of a precisely controlled solution.
How extraordinary!
Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. Music on the disc, play it, baby.
Do tell us that, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play?
Well, unfortunately, I have no idea.
No idea?
None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows?
No, I'm afraid not.
Got that? Say it out now, Bruno.
Secret music.
Yeah. Inside the music box is a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound.
Welcome back, I see.
Small protuberances pluck the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making different notes. The first music boxes to be invented uses a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. But over time, the new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe.
Why exactly?
Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result.
It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present.
But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem.
What do you mean?
As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intraceable.
Ah, I see. So that's why...
Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe.
Every single one?
Brute, hell yeah. That's Harley for you, always taking things too far. But, my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant.
I do that.
Quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes. That is certainly true in the worst case. I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room.
What?
Uh-oh. Posture check, you got it, did you?
Magnus was gilded.
No, Magnus McGilded, not a name I expected to hear again so soon.
Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case.
Hydrate, you got it.
He dead as hell.
Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows, still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved in was buried.
Forensics.
Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not.
You're laughing. How does one hide a murder with another murder? It would appear the case is not yet closed. Not. Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris.
Oh, well, you must let me help you then.
Of course, Suzy. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it?
Let this be a lesson to you, Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker.
Yes, you may be right.
Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Windibank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he?
Did he?
Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mysteries lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe.
So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was.
Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windibank's storeroom gathering dust.
My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it, more secure than a bank's vault. And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up.
Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Harley?
Oh, it sounds so exciting! The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it.
That's a real one. What?
Ah! What's going on here?
Why does it feel like there's an icy chill just swept through the room? She said too much. She was... Suzy, what did you just say? You said The Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Ah, she's sneaking! She read it already!
Well, that's... That's because Mrs. Sato is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course.
But Rono, The Hound of the Baskervilles, has never been published.
What?
When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet.
I don't understand.
That's why he said he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you say.
So that's why the manuscript is at Windibank's?
And yet, how could Suzy here know its full title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. What the hell? Hello! I love her. I love her a lot.
Miss Lestrade. This was a bad idea. I knew I wasn't welcome. I'm going. No, wait, Miss Lestrade.
Fade back in. We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? I guess. Just wait here, Jenny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie.
Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please make yourself at home.
Man, she'd be sneaking into the... She probably broke into the chest here before it was in there. And read it. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some... What? Mendelssohn? Is that a type of tea? Is that a drug? I don't know. I won't take no for an answer. Meddlesome it is, then. What? Hello, the cat. It's so cute.
Meow.
That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome, and Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all about how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night. How lovely. How wonderful. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it?
Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine.
And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now.
Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Naruto-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder?
What's the matter, Susato-san?
It's about the telegram I received.
Ah, the one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose.
I've been summoned.
What? Summoned? What do you mean?
The telegram was from Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me.
The Lord Chief Justice? When?
Tomorrow morning.
What? Then we have to start preparing at once.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary, Naruto-san. I've been summoned alone.
Alone? What on earth for?
I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow.
What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Knock, knock. Oh, who could that be, I wonder? Good evening, friends. Ah, Iris. Hello again. She's still here.
And Gina, too.
Yes, Jenny's gonna stay with us tonight. She's gonna sleep with me. Isn't that right, Jenny?
Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea.
I've never played Roblox. You know, I've learned something so much today.
Oh, what? In particular?
All those things Jenny showed us. Wasn't it wonderful? Oh, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we? I think I've awakened a natural talent. I can earn a living from it. You might be getting ahead of yourself there. So what brings you to our humble quarters at this late hour? Well, you say, I came to return this. Wait, what? That's mine.
Oh my, however did you...
I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Oh yes, I'd forgotten. Iris literally is a child genius. So anyway, yeah, you can have it back. I don't even want it. I don't even understand why you wear it, though. Ah, thank you. All right, then. Good night. Yes, good night. Bye, forever. So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Jenny?
I think you wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer. What lives in a place like this?
Yes, mate, tap. Ha 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 ha. It seems as though Iris is here. Still has something she'd like to talk about.
I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript.
Yes, I suppose she probably does. Out with it. What have you done?
Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you?
Aren't you gonna tell me?
I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please.
What do you mean? Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward.
Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all. I don't know what all this is about, really, but it's a story you made up, is it? Iris, the mental script or whatever you call it.
It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries.
Daddy's?
Daddy's? I'm getting confused. That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Jenny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once, his partner.
Eh? What? You what?
They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together.
Is that right, mister?
Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened.
Icy Soul, come on now. Come on now. So where's your old man now, then?
He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land. And he'll be gone a very long time. Though I've never really met him.
Oh, right.
Come to think of it. Kendrick, hello. I'm doing great. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Perhaps you shouldn't. Perhaps you should assume that she doesn't have any because she's pickpocketing on the street. Iris, this Hound of Baskerville story. I take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts? That's right. I thought it was fascinating. Good, hell yeah. But it's different somehow from the other cases, I mean. Oh, how? I gotta be funny, you're one of the best streamers I watch on. You make everyone's day bright and happy. Icy Soul, what the heck? Thank you, oh my goodness. I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it, I showed the manuscript to Hurley. He turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that. Icy Soul, I love you. It pains me to say this after you've toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to stay, not now, so please, do not ask me. This is a big case. There's a lot of moving parts in this case. Alright then, I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windibank, isn't it? Yes. Hurley said it just had to be somewhere very safe.
That really gets my goat, that does. I mean, that's what it is, keeping secrets like that.
G-Mama, hello, hello. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean.
Eh?
If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason.
I think so too. You lot are too trusting for your own good. But he can't pull the wool over my eyes. Shums is lying, Iris. I bet my life on it.
What? Hurley's lying to me? What do you mean? How could you say such a thing? Iris, what are you doing over there? Baby. Realize I don't know anything about your parents, Gina.
I ain't got any, have I? Never have, never did have. Oh. Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the moment we're born. Not even our mums. We all have to stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket! Wow, amusing. Nah, diving's my life. I love it. I just love stealing from people. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina. I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents, I mean. I always thought it'd make everything right. But having listened to what I was just said, it sounds like having parents ain't always easy either.
Ow. Ow.
I mean, you know you never had them. You don't feel like you always wanting to meet them.
That's true. I do want to say Daddy. So much. Daddy.
Oh, Iris.
Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris?
Well, he reckons he popped up that mantle script or whatever, right? But come on! That's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that story was really an old Winterbank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, would know about it. Ah. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you.
But Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it.
Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them! You just ain't realised it yet. I'm telling you, that mantle script ain't at Winterbanks. You'd soon see it if you had a look. Even if you think you can trust him, I doubt that Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. If I'm honest.
If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes.
See?
Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that sometimes I wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris.
Everybody's keeping secrets. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Go along, Jenny, we should go back downstairs.
Yeah, alright.
And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you?
No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina. You must let me make some breakfast for you tomorrow morning, I insist.
Oh yes, please, I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then.
Iris, it's sure easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, Naruto-san.
Trust me, Gina, being an adult isn't a walk in the park either.
Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris' father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at UA University. Can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on.
Gushi, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Your room is cold. Get a blanket. Get like 1,000 of them.
Million blankets.
Mr. Naruto.
Mr. Naruto. Gushi with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Mew crew. How are you?
Has there been a murder most foul? That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. Nighttime still? What's going on? It's the middle of the night.
It's Ms. Lestrade. She's gone.
Gina?
She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty.
Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no?
I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Mr. Sato. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home, but I've been waiting for her for over an hour now.
Over an hour? Oh.
If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow.
What's this about? Uh-oh.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh, did she like try and break in there? Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? Uh-oh. That's Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Windibank's? Oh no.
It's simple. If that store was really an old Windibank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, would have known about it.
What are we playing? This isn't an Ace Attorney game. It's like a prequel. Vader's digging into blankets like a cat. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys, but ask me he sold it without telling you.
Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo.
Sorry? Oh, no, not really.
Well, anyway, we must investigate. Yeah, let's do it at once.
At once!
Mrs. Sato, you're fully dressed. Ready to go. It's the middle of the night. The door to Windibanks is open.
And the lamp is burning.
It must be Gina, mustn't it? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister.
What?
Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly something is afoot inside. Why does he look like that? Like what? He didn't have his outside clothes on.
There's no one here.
Oh, yes. There is. Oh! Bang!
Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes!
What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo! But after them, go!
Right.
Oh, no.
Blast!
Blast?
I've lost them.
Hello, what have we here? Oh, it's a Bobby. The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about that?
Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot.
Shot!
With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windibanks.
Oh, I'm gonna turn the volume up.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruhodo!
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry!
He'll be fine. Oh! Oh no.
It's Gina!
Oh shit! Oh, that's a way better cliffhanger. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright, I'm glad we kept going. No! Alright, I'm sorry for me and you all, because we gotta wait till next week to continue this. Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Well, hell's
Stop
bells.
Get some help.
Did I save? I did. Yeah, I did. All right, babies. Well, oh my goodness. Let's play this music. Thank you all so much. That got us a lot closer to oh shoot. No, let me get to the menu, please. No. I wanted to quit the game. No! I'm just trying to get to the menu, please. Oh, there's lots of things happening. Hold on. We're not gonna continue, but I'll show you for now. We'll see this again next time. It's just like, oh, she's holding the gun even. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, shoot. Ah! In that moment, all right, okay, whatever. All right, here we go. Now I can exit the game. Don't save. We mustn't. Leave the game. Okay. All right. I love you all to pieces. Thank you so much for hanging out today. We're going to find somebody to raid. But in the meantime, I have a few links I would like to share with you. If you had a good time here today, I have my card. That is a one-stop shop to all things Comfy Catboy. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, it has all the links to do that. I also have the link to the Discord. I love you too, B. I love you all. It's a beautiful place full of wonderful people, the Discord, and I would love to see you there. And then last, but certainly not least, we have the links to my YouTube channels. I have 5 of them. Probably one of them will be something up your fancy. Up your fancy there. I'm a fancy lad. Let's see. Let's see who of the people that I know are on the internet. On the way. Oh, what about you? What about you? All comfy vids are quality AF. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. Oh my god, I do my best. I'm very, I know I said this last week, but I am very hoping that tomorrow I'm gonna spend the rest of the day working on a new video of mine. And I am hoping that it will be ready tomorrow. I'm hoping. Okay, this is not the one. This is not the one. What about you, though? Copy, girl.
Waiting from this.
Oh, yeah. No, this will be good. They're playing Minecraft. Here we go. All right, babies. If you are a subscriber, you can copy and paste this in. And if you're not a subscriber, then hey, give it a think. I'd appreciate it quite a bit, but no pressure, certainly. I love you all to pieces. I'm not going to be streaming at all this weekend. I'm going to be spending that time trying to figure out how to do some... I'm not moving over to YouTube or anything, but I'm looking to see how I can... I'm getting set up on how to stream on YouTube for certain streams. I want to do more editing streams like we did last weekend, but I feel like it makes way more sense for me to just do them on YouTube. So in theory, I'd like to be doing that going forward, but we'll see. I love you all to pieces. Have a lovely 4th of July weekend. All of us Americans, anyway. And I will see you next Wednesday and Thursday. We will continue this story with that crazy cliffhanger. Oh my goodness. I love you all to pieces. Bye bye. I love you.